For 20 years, he brought the same dog to the Launchpad. No one knew why, until someone read the collar. Some stories aren't told with words. They're told with footprints, routines, and dogs who remember launch times. Vincent Raynor never flew Apollo 19. But every year he showed up like it still mattered, because to him and to Echo, it did. So maybe next time you see someone at the edge of a forgotten place, look closer. There might be a mission still in orbit, even if it never launched. Cape Archer wasn't an active launch site anymore. The towers were rusted, the stairs chained off. The pad itself, once scorched with fire and power, was now silent, overgrown, ghosted. But every July 9th, at exactly 6:47 a.m., a man showed up at the outer perimeter. He didn't try to go in, didn't bring signs, didn't take photos. He just stood behind the old chain-link fence, one hand in his coat pocket, the other resting on the head of a large German shepherd. The guards got used to him. Some nodded, some saluted. Most just called him Red. They didn't know his real name, and they didn't ask. Red wasn't loud. He spoke only when needed, and always to the dog, a muscular, calm creature with graying fur and tired eyes. Same dog, same leash, same collar, every year. One year, a new recruit asked, "Is that the same dog from the photos in '04? An older officer replied without looking up, "No, but same breed, same name, same routine." The dog's name tag read, Echo. It was short for something, but no one knew what. Until one summer, someone got close enough to read what was etched beneath it. That year, July 9th fell on a Sunday, and for the first time in years, a group of aerospace interns were doing a field tour near the Cape Archer perimeter, part of a preservation and history outreach program. They noticed the man and the dog. Someone whispered, "Is that the guy who comes every year?" One of the interns, Leah, held her camera low and zoomed in gently. She wasn't trying to film, just to remember. She noticed the tag. It shimmered slightly in the sun, scratched and dulled, but still readable. Echo Apollo 19, flight crew companion property of Commander V. Raynor. She blinked. Apollo 19. Her eyes widened. Everyone knew the Apollo program ended at 17. There was no 18, no 19. Right? That night, Leah searched every archive, every old forum, every unofficial flight plan she could find. And there it was, hidden inside a declassified logistics manifest from 1974. CDR, V. Raynor, assigned Canine Protocol Unit, Echo, Emergency Support Crew, Canine Biometric Tether ID, number 4915-A19. She stared at it. Canine Protocol Unit, the dog, had been a crew companion. She went deeper, into rumors, lost footage, scrapped reports. She found fragments. Mission scheduled for 1975. Crew reassigned after structural anomalies. Files sealed indefinitely. Launchpad, Cape Archer. She didn't sleep that night. She just kept reading. 3 weeks later, Leah found herself standing in front of an old veteran registry officer named Walt Garrison, a retired NASA flight coordinator. When she mentioned the collar, he went silent, then finally said, "You weren't supposed to find that." He slid a folder across the desk, thin, yellowing, marked Apollo 19, canceled CDR Vincent Raynor, he said. Test pilot, 6 logged orbits, scheduled for lunar deployment 1975. Mission got scrubbed last minute, not for budget, but for loss. Loss, Walt hesitated. His co-pilot collapsed 72 hours before launch, brain hemorrhage. They pulled him, but Raynor didn't want out. He begged to fly solo, said he could handle Echo. Leah blinked. "You mean the dog?" Walt nodded. Echo wasn't just a mascot. He was part of Raynor's stress monitoring system, trained to pick up cortisol spikes, aggression triggers, even sleep irregularities. They trusted that dog more than telemetry. But NASA pulled the plug, Walt continued. Too risky, too public. Rayner didn't argue, he just disappeared. No press conference, no memoir, no last interview. But every July 9th, the originally planned launch date, he came back to Cape Archer, always at 6:47 a.m., with a dog. Sometimes it was a new dog, but always a shepherd, always named Echo. That summer, Leah returned to Cape Archer. But this time, Red wasn't at the fence. A single folding chair sat in his place, and beside it, a leather leash, empty. On the fence post hung Echo's collar. A new tag had been added beneath the old one. It read, "For the one who kept watch when no one else was listening." Leah took a picture. She didn't post it. She printed it and pinned it to the museum wall beside the Apollo Retired Missions exhibit. No plaque, just the image. Let them wonder. Thank you for watching the Astronaut Stories. Subscribe if you believe in silent heroes and dogs who never forget.